What's up, winners? We've got a horrible podcast with Megan. We're going to jump around and try and make it fun. I'll get Leo to hang out for a while, so it's not so bad.
Also customer service. Mm-hmm. And then my mom, though she was a travel agent for many years, she also used to do, like not a county fair, but street festivals and things like that, where you have little pop-ups and vendors. And so we'd go downtown, she'd buy fabric, and she'd make dresses and would sell those. And when we were down there, we'd go to downtown LA, I would buy with my allowance, just sort of the overstock, you can buy like 1 yard at a time. And I started using my own sewing machine. I would make...
She really thinks highly of herself. She's like, when I was a kid, one time I bought a piece of fabric and I was always an entrepreneur. Like, it was just me and my single mom who disappeared for 16 years, my dad raising me, but really, it was me and my single mom. So basically, she wants to, like, rewrite her story as, like, she was an underprivileged girl raised by her single mom who was a hustler. You notice every time we hear a different job. Her mom was a yoga instructor. Her mom was a travel agent. Her mom didn't do anything, allegedly. Another YouTuber told me to be careful with this, but, like, her mom's she looks like she's intoxicated during much of her interviews. Allegedly, my opinion.
So when I was about 5th, 6th grade, I was selling scrunchies for $1 a piece at school.
Wow.
And so I guess
amazing.
It starts young, when you get to see that you can have your hands involved in something and really be able to share that more broadly.
Oh, she's driving me crazy. She's like, it's so annoying. Oh, he's so cute. I wish you'd see his face. It's so annoying how she keeps changing her story and she thinks so highly of herself, right? Like, she's reinventing herself, rebranding as like a lifetime entrepreneur with her things. Like, she's stealing the stories from the people she interviewed. Like, yeah, I was always a hustler. Because you hear about that entrepreneurs like, oh, I sold garbage bags as a kid. Just huge ego. Look at her expression. Like, believe me. When I was 11, I changed the world.
Also, you can earn at the same time.
Yeah, you're stacking the cash. $1 a scrunchie. I mean, come on.
$1 at a time, but it was great. It really did spark something in me.
Yeah, and at that time, we were loving the scrunchies. So you were probably selling through a bunch of those.
Can you imagine if I was doing that now? It would probably be pretty good.
It would work out, I'm telling you. So take me back to the beginnings of As Ever, because I'm guessing that, like so many founders, you've been trying to get this business off the ground for a while. It's finally launched, and to much fanfare.
Oh, goodness.
So I'd love to know...
Founders. It's so annoying. So much, what is the word I'm looking for? Style without substance. Founders. Like, it's all about the words. We're founders. We're entrepreneurs. No, make a business. Most people who have businesses don't call themselves founders. And Megan doesn't have a business. She sold jam for 20 minutes. Someone commented her business lasted 45 minutes, which is true. She was selling products for 45 minutes.
I want to understand, like, how did it start?
I knew that I wanted to put something in the world, and for years, we've been out here for 5 years now, really trying to decipher what do I want to share? Mm-hmm. What do I authentically, organically want to share, and how to translate that? And, truth be told, I had just been making a lot of jams and preserves at home and sharing them as holiday gifts with a lot of friends. And it was one morning, beginning of the new year, so many friends at the same time had texted saying,
it is so boring. And look at her blinking as she thinks of the lie. Like, so many friends, like, they were thinking. Now, here's the thing you'll notice with Megan. She has a contradiction she constantly makes. Is she always wants to make it sound like she's a hustler and a go-getter who goes and makes things happen, but also that people wanted her. So that's the first time I've ever seen Leo shed a hair. She wants it to seem like both, right? So everyone was asking me, they called me and asked me to speak here or there, but also when I made it happen, they're contradictory.
I don't know what it is, but your jams just make me so happy. And I thought maybe that's the thing, because I do believe it was probably more obvious to a lot of people that I would get into fashion or beauty.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Megan, yeah, she's just the fashion genius.
That seemed like the natural inclination, but that's not what I was sitting around doing every day. And so my real passion was in this way of sharing. And I love being in the kitchen. I've always loved cooking. So.
Did you see that little jaw thing? I always love cooking.
Well, I thought maybe I could translate it into a smaller brand. and then made a very big pivot, as you say, when I went from about to onboard a CEO and a small team to having Netflix as my partner.
You're not your partner. Having a show, YouTube's my partner. I own YouTube. They're my partner too. Look at these expressions. I don't know if she's discerning of Meghan or she's trying to look attractive. I don't know.
Takes it to a completely different level.
Totally different level.
And yes, and goes very far beyond my ideas of, I can sell locally. I could maybe be at a farmer's market. I thought that would be cute.
I'm going to do global, Netflix.
Yes, so suddenly.
I don't know. This lady makes me cringe too. I feel like she actually might be charming in person. I don't know. It just like she seems. I don't know how to put it. Is there a word for her accent?
It changed quite a bit, and then the offer.
Okay, too much. We'll be back soon. I'll give you guys a break.